Hello, my name is Pastor Adom. We are dealing with a topic that is very, very crucial in our times. We are dealing with a topic called fear. And in our first episode, we dealt with the causes of fear, which was disobedience. If you have not been able to watch it, I will encourage you that you watch the first episode that we dealt with the first cause of fear, which is disobedience. Today, we are going to talk about the second cause of fear, which is fugitive. If you are a fugitive, it will make you become so much afraid of who you are and your potentials and what you need to do to make you a successful person in life. If you become a fugitive, a lot of things comes down in your life. It cuts everything. A fugitive is somebody who is actually running away from somebody, or somebody who is running away from the law. So you see people who have committed crimes and the law is after them, and for this reason they have left where they are, their comfortable homes, their comfortable families. They leave their jobs because they are running away from the police or the law. In this instance, maybe you will say that, Pastor Eric, I am not running away from any law. I am not a fugitive in that sense. I'm not talking about fugitive in this sense. I'm not talking about a fugitive where the law is after you. I am talking about somebody who is running away from something that he is supposed to achieve in life. And because you are afraid, or because of this thing that has made you run away, it puts that fear in you. As a fugitive, it makes you become afraid of whatever you are doing. That is why when you read the book of Exodus chapter 3, it talks about Moses. Moses was a fugitive. Moses was running away from the law. He killed somebody in the land that he was a prince. But because he killed somebody and he had to run away, he left everything. He left his kingship. He left his princeship. He, as a prince, he had to leave Egypt and run away. Most of us, that is our situation right now. We are running away from a lot of things. When you are a fugitive, it makes you stay away from what will make you who you are supposed to be. Moses was a leader. Moses was somebody that God has chosen to lead his people out of bondage. But because of the condition where he finds himself in, he had to run away from the same place that he was supposed to liberate his people. Now God had to intervene. God had to come and say that, forget about whatever happened. I am taking you back to where you belong. I'm taking you back to the place where you are supposed to be to make it in life. The question is that, what are you running away from? What is making you run away from the very things that will make you a successful person? What are the things that are making you running away from the same things that will make you a successful husband, a successful businessman, a successful businesswoman, a successful president, a successful prime minister? What are those things? Like I said from the beginning, it might not be that you are running away from the law, but you are running away from some things that you cannot fight. The solution to this kind of cause is that you need somebody who will give you a rod, somebody who will advise you, somebody who will rekindle that thing inside of you to make you go back to your Egypt, to go back to the same place where you are running away from. In the case of Moses, God appeared to him and then gave him a rod. As you are listening to me right now, whatever you are running away from, you need a pastor to counsel you. You need a counselor to counsel you. You need a rod to go back. Moses received a rod from God, and because of that, he was able to go and perform miracles. You don't need so much to go back to where you are running away from. All you need is just one word. All you need is the words that you are hearing from me right now. All you need is that one advice to push you back to where you have to rise up and do whatever you have to do. Let me give you a scenario. I believe that we all know this Mickey Mouse company in America. But do you know the man behind it? Do you know the problems that he had to go through before we now have Walt Disney World? Now we have cartoons and we have been watching, but what was the brain behind it? The person who brought that company, what were the things that he had to go through? This is somebody, when he was born in the year 1901, He started business at the age of 13. He was in the animation business. And then he had somebody who was sponsoring him. The person who was sponsoring him broke along the line. So the business collapsed. And then he had to run away from that industry. But he had friends and family members who came to help him with money. And this is the rod that the man needs. So he went back into the same business and then started another production of the cartoons. And then whilst he was doing it, his budget was 3 times more than he expected. So he spent 1.5 billion, or the budget that he was able to come out with was 1.5 billion, which was 3 times higher than he had. So he nearly came out of it. He nearly filed for bankruptcy. But thank God that there was a bank over there who gave him a support. That bank gave him a rod. That bank gave him $6.5 million to pump into his business. He went back into the business and then he produced his first movie, and he was able to make profit 4 times what he got from the bank. All that I am saying is that when you run away from that business, when you run away from that particular thing that is supposed to take you high, no problem. You are now a fugitive in this case, but you need a rod. You need somebody to give you a rod. You need somebody to give you a push. And what you are learning or what you are listening to right now might be your rod. This man that I'm talking about had a rod from the friends. He continued his business. He nearly failed. In fact, he nearly filed for bankruptcy. And then the bank also came in and helped him with another cash. And then by the time he left this world, he was able to gather as much money as you can ever think of. So after this man called Walt Disney had the push from the bank with the $6.5 million, he produced his movies, the animation movies, and then he made 4 times as much as he was given by the bank. This is all that I'm saying. You need a push. And whilst he was alive, he made an amount. His total net worth was $5 billion. And as we speak now, his company is worth $130 billion as we speak. Can you imagine what this money is doing for his descendants? Yes, Walt Disney might have died and gone, but his children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren are still alive. They will be spending and they will be enjoying this legacy that their great-great-grandfather has done for them. I don't know what is making you run away from your real identity. I don't know what is making you run away from that same business that is supposed to make you a king in that industry. Maybe you are running from a relationship. Maybe you are running from a marriage. But I'm here to tell you that it is not over. All you need is a rod, and I am ready to give you that rod. As you can see below the screens, my contact numbers and my social media handles are there. If you need that rod, I am here to help you. God bless you, and see you in episode number 3.